Alright, what's up? Welcome back. This video is pretty much a part 2 of my last video where I taught you how to make pasta. And now we're going to be learning how to make a sauce for it. And that sauce is going to be a carbonara. We have all of our ingredients in front of us in mise en place. You need pancetta, an egg, and then also we have some pecorino. And then seasonings, all I have is black pepper and some Italian seasoning. So it's pretty simple. The only hard thing about this is the fact that the egg is not cooked. So pay attention to that part. Okay, so the first step that we're going to be needing to do is we're going to use our pancetta. This is about 4 ounces of pancetta, and we're going to put it into a cold pan. The reason why we're putting it into a cold pan is so the fat renders out of the pancetta slowly, instead of if you put it all in at once, it's just all going to stay in there. And we want all the oils to come out. So I'm going to put this into my pan. You know, I need a spatula. So let me go get that. Okay, now that our pancetta is in our pan, we need to turn it on. Okay, so we're just gonna leave our pancetta in the pan just to cook and render out. Next thing we're gonna do is take 2 cloves of garlic, and you're gonna wanna cut these up to then put it in there with the pancetta. Assuming you probably know how to cut garlic, but if not, I'll demonstrate it for you. You're gonna wanna start off by cutting. Ignore the fact that I have nails, it makes my life a lot harder with this. I'm gonna cut off the edges of the garlic. So then you can smash it down and all of the skin comes off, just like that. After that, you wanna finely chop your garlic. Alright, now we're gonna take our garlic and put it in the pan, obviously. And we're done with the cutting board, we don't need that anymore. The next thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be taking some black pepper and grinding it up into a mortar and pestle. The trick with using one of these is you wanna push down and twist. Push down and twist, push down and twist. Also grind at the same time. Once our black peppercorns are all done and grind it up, the thing is, what the point of that was, is we want to get the inside of it, not the outside. Because the inside is where all the flavor is. So you're going to take it and put it into a sifter. You're going to sift out what you need. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our egg and we're going to mix it with the pecorino. Okay, we're going to whisk our egg. And then we're also going to add in the pecorino into the egg. So just grade, honestly, however much your heart desires. Again, the great thing with cooking is you don't always really need to follow the instructions like T to T because, like, if you have a sense of ingredients and a sense of how much you need to add, then you're probably good. Now, you're just gonna wanna whisk your cheese and egg together. Okay, our next step is where we really get rolling with the difficulty of this recipe, which, I mean, it's not that hard, let's be honest. It's pretty simple ingredients and whatnot. The only thing that's hard is just not cooking the egg. So we're gonna wanna turn off our burner, completely off. We wanna get this to stop sizzling and to stop being hot. You see all the smoke that's coming out? I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I want all that to stop. Okay, so this next step is going to be a little hard and a little weird because of the fact that the pasta's right here. It should be in a different pan where I can kind of transfer it over and add more water, but I'm not cooking it in my kitchen right now, obviously. So, next step that we're going to do is we're going to take our pasta and we're going to put it into the pan with our meat. So, transfer that over. Okay, I think it's still a little too hot. And then we're going to add a good amount of water because the water is what's going to create the cream. And now we have to be quick with this. We want to keep it moving as much as possible because we do not want the eggs to cook. water. And that is how you create your nice sauce. I'm gonna add a little Italian seasoning to it to just give some flavor and color. And just like that, you have some spaghetti carbonara. Let's plate it. Obviously, you're gonna wanna add some extra cheese on top. Okay, now we have to try it. Look at that. Let's see if it's good or not. If it's not, I'll be honest with you. Okay, this is actually really, really good. Definitely follow this recipe if you want to make a tasty dinner for you or your family. Wow. Fresh food is honestly so much better than food from the store. And I mean, look who's talking. I like chips and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's not that hard to learn how to cook and make some pretty bomb-ass food. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to watch this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and come back for another cooking video. Chick-ka-chow, ka-chow, ba-boom, ha-loom, alright, bye.